Hi everyone. Okay, we're going to try this biblical personalities, and see how they come with a personality, how they work out personality. Okay, so again, our five-factor model, we're going to use the acronym CANOE. Okay, conscientiousness, C, conscientiousness, industriousness, and orderliness, agreeableness, A, compassion and politeness, neuroticism and withdrawal and volatility, O, openness to experience, intellect and openness, and enthusiasm with subheadings of extroversion, subheadings of enthusiasm and assertiveness. Okay, so we're going to follow along these subheadings of CANOE, and we're going to look at the first three biblical people that I've chosen. So obviously the first two, Adam and Eve. So the way I look at it, Adam and Eve, Adam was industrious, so that's his conscientious aspect, which was pretty high as far as I'm concerned. Remember, I'm doing all these things just off the top of my head because of what I might think of these people, because we don't know a lot about their background and stuff. Okay, so Adam created as an adult, so we figured that he's industrious because he's conscientious. He works the ground and stuff to plant seeds and that, and it becomes harder after the fall. But he would have had to plant seeds and grow things, feed animals and stuff like that. So, and then also he would be agreeable. He'd be compassionate towards his wife, I think, and he'd be polite, I think. And neuroticism. So I don't think he would withdraw so much. The subtext of withdrawal and volatility. So I don't think he would be withdrawal until after the fall. So after Adam and Eve sin, and they withdraw from God, I think, who was walking with them in the garden every day. Openness to experience. These subheadings are intellect and openness. So I think Adam would have had some intellect, been a pretty bright guy, and he named all the animals, first of all, as God brought them to him. He named all the animals. So there's a creative aspect to openness to experience as well. So I think that works out with the way I look at it. Extroverted, the subheadings under there, enthusiasm and assertiveness. So not too assertive with regard to Eve. When she presented him with the apple, he kind of went right along and said, "Okay, we're not given any direction that he spoke against that when she presented it to him." Now, Eve herself, probably not as agreeable as you might think, because she did give the serpent some pushback when he told her that she could take a bite of the apple. That's not what God said. He was tricky. So he lied to her and manipulated her. Okay, so although Adam was highly agreeable, Eve was not, but she was open to experience because she took the apple on, maybe not as high as Adam was, but she took the apple and was open to the experience that brought. The next character is Noah. I'm going to just run over Noah quickly. I think Noah was conscientious because he was industrious. He built the ark, and he was orderly. These things would take. He had some direction, but he had to be orderly. He had to be assertive, which falls under extroversion, I think, industrious and enthusiastic about his project, I think, as well. He had to have intellect, so that's under openness to experience. Very low volatility and withdrawal, so his neuroticism was probably pretty low. Agreeable in one sense, yes, to agreeable with God and his direction, but disagreeable with anyone who would question what he was going, what they were doing. Because up until this point, I know they hadn't heard of a flood, let alone. I don't think they would have even seen a boat. There are some generations that come between Adam and Eve and Noah, but I don't think Noah would have seen a boat because he was so far inland, and it would have been. They would have had to get the ark and take it all the way to the water. And this was a huge boat, so everyone would have thought he was crazy, which they did. He gave them an invitation to come into the ark, but of course, no one went into the ark with Noah except his family, his wife, his 3 sons, and their wives. Okay, and all the animals. So that's just a brief synopsis of what I think these 3 people might fall in the categories of a 5-aspect scale of personality: canoe, conspiracy, conscientiousness, agreeableness, neuroticism, openness to experience, and extroversion. Okay, take care and give me a like, subscribe, and a comment, please.